Now your mom is going to be coming out here, what, in about 10 minutes to pick you up?
Yeah.
What is your response going to be?
I'm going to say I refuse to go with you, and then she's going to call the police. I can just kind of tell because we've done this a few times because I've refused to go there. And then I'm just going to tell the police I'm not going to go, and then we're just going to see what the police do.
Yeah. So in a situation like this, though, now what your mother tried to say at the hearing, if I remember correctly, is that your father was holding you. He was keeping you from her.
It's not true.
So for her to sue your father over this and try to accuse him of some type of a criminal action, because she accused him of violating the Texas Penal Code 2503, which would be interference with child custody. You don't think that what's going on here actually reflects that then?
No, it's me refusing to go, and then my dad is not even going to say anything to them. He's going to be inside.
Yeah, and that's what he's done in the past?
Yes.
So your dad's not been brainwashing you?
No.
Because that's what some of these psychologists say. Well, he's probably being brainwashed.
No, that's not true at all.
Okay.
Because it was me coming to the conclusion that I didn't want to live there last year.
Mm-hmm.
And then her refusing to let me go, and then her husband hurting me has just made it even more clear that I don't want to be a part of that.
Yeah. But, you know, you said something right now. At this time you said you don't really see yourself wanting a relationship with your mother in the future.
No.
Is there anything that could make that change?
Maybe if she let me just go, like, maybe if she just let me leave and come live here, that I might want to have a relationship later.
What about the suing and stuff like that? You know, the courts, that's got, like again, whether you want to be in the middle or not, and people are saying, well, you know, you're putting him in the middle. No, somebody else is putting you in the middle. Right now, you're just finally getting a voice. But the idea that, you know, unnecessary litigation, every time you go to court, it costs somebody money. I know that I've talked with your dad, and I know that he's spent a ton of money. Even though he's pro se, he still had to do it, or take time off of work, or whatever it is. This is probably something you can't answer, but if your case was typical in the state of Texas, do you think the state of Texas is being fair to children?
No, not at all.
So how would you make it fairer from a child's perspective? I mean, I say child, but I mean, you're a teenager. You're almost 15, very mature. So, you know, from what you've seen, what you've gone through, what would you do to make things more fair for children?
Well, for a start, all the judges that I've ever had to deal with have not been fair at all. So maybe different judges, or there should be new guidelines to how they should act.
So what do you mean the judges have not been fair? Tell me what you mean by that.
They've never listened to me. I mean, I'm 14 and I was supposed to have been able to choose 2 years ago, and I haven't. And then they've been told that I've been hit, and they haven't done anything. They've just sent me back with them in handcuffs. So that definitely needs to be changed. I don't really know how, but
But what you're saying is that the judges are sending you back with abusive people.
yes.
The judges are failing to protect you.
Yes.
And, you know, the Texas Family Code, they have this idea about the best interest of the child. Well, first off, nobody knows what the best interest of the child is. Secondly, a judge may guess at what the best interest of the child is, but it does not seem to be in the best interest of the child to be putting him in the way of danger. You know, there are a lot of people that have been following your case. And nobody's trying to take sides in an unjust manner. They want to see what's the best thing for you. It's unfortunate that all of these circumstances have come out the way that they have.
Well, you want to talk about the best interest, my best interest. Well, no judge has ever shown that at all.
Okay.
Because I believe my best interest is not to be with abusive parents, which are my mom and Jimmy, my stepdad.
Okay. Well, that's a very easy definition of the best interest. You don't want to be with abusive people. And the judges have always gone against that.
Yes.
The children are put in the middle of divorce, or in the middle of a place where, if the parents were never married to begin with, they seem to become the victim by default. You know, maybe I'll use my child as a weapon against the other parent. Have you felt that way as well?
Yes, my mom has done that. She's used me to sue my dad for reasons that aren't reasons. They aren't there.
Yeah. So I'm going to ask another question, and this is going to sound maybe crazy, but a lot of women out there would say, well, we're just talking about men, and it's unfair to women. But you're not talking about all mothers are like this. You're just talking about in your specific situation.
Yes.
Yeah. So, anything else you want to add to this?
No, I don't. No, not really.
Okay. Well, I guess your mother's going to be coming and Jimmy pretty soon. I will be here. I plan to videotape if it's okay with you.
That's fine.
And if I were able to do something to make it better, pretend that I actually could talk with them and make it better, what would you want me to say?
I wouldn't know how to make it better, because if I knew, I would say it. But
Yeah.
so I just video what happens, I guess, and see what the police do and what my mom and Jimmy say.
Okay. Okay. Well, I will be here, and thank you again for your time. I'm so sorry to see you in the situation. Anytime you're in a situation like this is not ideal. I know that. And again, my heart goes out to you, and many other people's hearts go out to you as well. Hope that this can come to a quick end soon. And I mean, I hate to say this, but you know, if something like your case gets some type of publicity, maybe it will change things for other people too. As difficult as things have been for you, you know, it may be something that God will use for good. And I hope that that's the case. And I hope that if and when and if that happens, that, you know, the past will be worth it, because it will help other people not to go through the same thing. So anyway, good to see you again. Sorry to see you under these circumstances, but thanks for taking the time to talk with me.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.